Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the Manic Geek. Today, Gamdius has sent over for us to review their Hermes E1B. This is a 4-in-1 gaming combo that supplies you with a keyboard, mouse pad, and a headset. So let's dive in and talk about what my user experience was like with this kit. So let's start with the least egregious of the products on display here. The mouse pad and the mouse pad is wildly unexceptional in every way. It's basically just a Gamdius branded mouse pad with no stitched edges, no special cloth surface, nothing. It just gets the job done. The mouse is sort of in a similar boat, but again, it's the least egregious of all of the peripherals on hand here. The RGB lighting on this is admittedly it might as well not even be here. It only has the one light cycling mode on it. You can't control it, you can't turn it off, you can't adjust the brightness, and it is not particularly bright to begin with. Frankly, along with all of the other products here, I kind of feel like they should have just forgot about the RGB lighting entirely and focused more on the products themselves. Apart from that, we've got a decent feeling scroll wheel here with a rubberized finish on it and a little diffuser section down the center for some lighting to shine through. We've got a soft touch plastic surface. Not really sure how long this is gonna last in any decent condition, but it feels pretty good out of the box. This is an ambidextrous shape, unlike what we're seeing on the box on the outside here. Mentions ergonomic. This is not an ergo design. This is an ambi design. So if you're talking ergonomics, you've got to be talking about something else in this box, because this ain't it. Now that said, the very severe grooves on the left and right hand side of the mouse definitely lend itself to a claw or fingertip style grip. The textured surface on the side feels pretty sturdy when I'm holding it in an expected grip for this mouse. Nothing really egregious going on pre or post travel with the main clicks. Front and back thumb buttons have a little bit of mushiness. Feet are also a little slow. Would definitely like to see these improved upon. I don't feel like they're maybe round enough getting near the outer edges of them, but it could also just be using it on this admittedly very slow desk mat. And of course, nothing exceptional going on with the cable, no braiding, no paracord, no nothing like that, just a standard, fairly thin rubber cable. It exits the mouse at a pretty decent elevation off of the surface of the table. However, mouse bungee will probably go a long way with you with this mouse. All right, so let's talk about the headset now. The headband I have absolutely no complaints with. It's extremely flexible, it feels really well built, it's got a decent amount of adjustability in it. No sidewards mobility for the cans on the side though, and that actually winds up being this headset's Achilles heel, because in spite of the admittedly nice ear pads that are on the insides of these cups, it presses down on my temples harder than it does on the back. So when I put this on, there's very noticeably more force up here, and that's really distracting when you're trying to game, and admittedly kind of fatiguing. That said, audio quality is pretty standard stuff. I mean, it's not gonna win any audio competitions or anything like that, but it will get the job done, and at the very least, it didn't harm my ability to play my games. Now, as for this little protuberance of a mic down here, I got some recordings of that on OBS, and I'll go ahead and play that now so you can hear what that sounds like. This is a sound test of the Gamdius Hermes E1B included headset microphone. Yeah, it's not great. All right, now for the keyboard. This keyboard claims to have blue mechanical switches on it. At least that's what the box is indicating. The website for this product, however, seems to indicate that it has mechanical switches, which is a sort of combination of a membrane switch actuation with a sort of mechanical switch stem interface sitting above it. If I had to guess without disassembling this keyboard, I would have to say this is probably more likely a mechanical switch, but again, I can't be 100% certain. Either way, I'm not liking what I'm feeling here. And it's not just because I'm not really a fan of clicky switches. It's the fact that these just feel really sort of gritty and unrefined. which is kind of a shame because it looks like the stem design is attempting to mimic box switches, which are inherently designed to be more stable when you depress them than a more standard switch design. The other major problem I had with this keyboard, apart from the RGB lighting that almost looks like it's not there at all, like I even went so far as to take some keycaps off of my glorious GMMK and see if maybe it was just the caps that were keeping light from shining through. No, they're just that dim. But some of these switches, specifically over in the WASD area over here, actuate at completely different points. Some of these switches will actuate as much as 0.5 millimeter or so before the click occurs. Other switches aren't fully actuating until I basically bottom out the switch. And it's actually this keyboard is why there's no gaming footage of me using these peripherals. Style-wise, everything else apart, it's not a bad-looking keyboard. It doesn't feel overly flimsy, if not a little light. And if you were to set it directly next to something like a glorious GMMK, all other things considered, you would be hard-pressed to immediately tell the difference apart from the obvious Hermes logo on this keyboard. So I guess if we're gonna wrap this one up, let me give you a little bit of context on where I'm coming from when I'm poo-pooing on this kit. I have used peripherals and brands spanning all kinds of price points. I have seen it done well at lower level price points. I've seen it do poorly in upper tier price points. I have seen everything in between. So it's not the fact that this is entry-level gear that has me disappointed. What has me disappointed is that the quality of the products you're being presented with here just really, for how inexpensive this would have to be in order for me to suggest purchasing it, I don't think there would be any profit in it at that point. And really, my mission now, having experienced something like this versus some of the peripherals that I've done in a recent content piece, I'm now on a mission to try and find the best entry-level peripherals for you all to spend your hard-earned money on. So, hit me up in the comments down below. Are there any low-cost peripherals you would like me to take a look at that look like they might have some potential? And I'm talking about anything. Mouse pads, keyboards, mice, headsets, you name it. If it's entry level and it looks like it could be good and you'd like to see me take a look at it, leave a comment down below. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Toss the video a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell icon so you're notified every single time I upload new content to the channel. And I'll catch you all next time. So take it easy.